All right, that should do it. Hey, but at least we can hear the seagulls. Ah, yes. Sorry, I'm getting adjusted here. Oh. All right, been a minute. It's been a minute since I played this game, really, too. I have been knee deep in 2042 and all of its many, many issues. However, there's some good gameplay in there. They just got a lot of stuff to fix. This honestly, it honestly feels like it's in a beta right now. I mean, outside of the outside of the bugs, just like the balance of the game. Any ranked today? Probably not. I don't see any point to playing ranked. I mean, I can play ranked if you guys want me to turn off the stream because I'll turn off the stream when I get aggro and ranked makes me aggro. And lastly, ranked isn't a competitive game mode, so I can't go into. I'm looking. I want a competitive game mode in this game, but ranked ain't it. Ranked is standard battles with rewards, and not very good rewards this time. I mean, it depends on. Well, hold on a second. How's the season? All right, we'll get to the season in a second. Would I recommend buying 2042, or should you wait till? That really is. If you go into it with the understanding that there are a ton of issues, I'm still having fun. I mean, generally, it is fun. I think I've put about 30 hours into it in the past week. I think I'm at rank 30, 36. I'm getting close to getting landmines finally, but I mean, there's some really glaring stuff like what I call it roadkill simulator because oh my god, there's just there's a lot of stuff. But if you go into it knowing that it is not finished, I mean, they're gonna put out two big patches this month, or well, I should say in the next 30 days. So we'll see what those do. But balance wise, there's some issues, but the gunplay I generally feel good with, though there's some bloom. But anyway, how's the season been going? Well, uh, at the end of the preseason, things were looking up, but the season did just start officially last night, and so we'll see how it goes. We haven't even had our first. We haven't had our home opener yet, so alrighty. Ah, so we had some requests. Somebody wanted to see Paolo. Somebody wants to see Atago. Well, first I'm going to take out Stalin Chad. Oh boy. There was last Wednesday. Yeah. Let's just say last Wednesday, the team was looking like they were in form for the season to start. Uh would I recommend increasing the map size and player number per match? In what? In this? In what context? Just so I know what you're discussing. Well, they can't make WoW's Legends like the regular one because the old generation consoles can't handle it. So as long as they support the last generation of consoles, you will not see a lot of stuff. Hmm. What do we got here? GK. Uh, can't figure out the Gorky. All right. Well, Gorky is very much like think of it like an HE spammer, right? Only it's an AP spammer. You really have to find the spots on different maps that it can shoot over because you can't open water with it. You can't. It's not particularly agile. So what I always do is pretty much play it at range, and then try and get into a spot where you will be able to use the AP because the AP will hit most things pretty decently. Oh yeah, it's time for some weekend play. Ooh, we already got the audio to cut out. Perfect. Let's just get these issues out of the way immediately. You guys know right now you just need to be making your own sound effects for the game. I mean, that's like people are saying like, oh, when are there going to be subs? It's kind of like, man, you can't even have 10 people in this game. You think they're going to be able to add a whole underwater world? I wonder if this lightning will shoot when I radar. If I tell him to set a smoke screen, will he get what I'm going to do here? Hmm. Yeah, get the pew-pews going. Ah, those guys just dumped every torp they had, huh? Now, once I get out here far enough, I will turn to bow in. But I want to let these guys just waste their time with me for a little while. Hmm. Come on. All right, so it's about time for me to get my turn in. Yep, now's the time because the Bismarck just fired. We got the Shima out here, probably trying to torp us still. Anyway. And then we got our whole team of destroyers up here. Oh, see, the audio just fixes itself after enough time. I need intelligence data. Well, you and the rest of this team. Trying to bow towards the Shima. Got 25 seconds till I can radar again. Here's the Shima. I just out of my range, so I can't really radar them yet. That's good to know. Now he's back in my range. It's one of these things where it's kind of like, oh, hello. Daddy likes. Yep. You can't do that. You cannot do that to the Stalin chat, amigos. Looks like our team over on the other side is doing okay. What is this guy? He's ready to party. Have I gotten a carrier kraken? No, I don't play carriers. I find them really boring. I mean, I don't mind carriers being in the game. Um, I don't enjoy playing them. Uh, there's just nothing to do. Like there's like a good carrier player can obviously control a match, and I am not a good carrier player. If you guys want to see a good carrier player, go check out Cranky Kraka or JC Gameplay. They are both very good carrier players. Um, Myself, I am not, but the to me, it's not particularly fun, in the sense where it's like I don't have to think about positioning. I don't have to think about anything like that. It's the stuff that you think about when you're a carrier player is just not as engaging to me. It's about as fun as being in a Shimakaze and just running for 15 minutes because you don't want to actually play the game. Yeah, we'll do count-ins. We'll do whatever you guys want to do, except probably aren't going to do ranked because it's not fun either. And I don't care about any of the rewards. Like, we don't even have a new steel ship. Like, and I don't want the Mighty Mo. Like, maybe if it came with Steven Seagal. Oh, look, the audio cut out again. So it's going to cut in and out a couple times, right? And then after like the second time that it goes, that the audio comes back, it'll be permanent. It'll permanently stay on. I don't know why it does it that way. It's just a feature. How do I like the Kleber after the nerf? It's still great. Like I was saying, you can't nerfing the Kleber does not make the gameplay at legendary tier better. I mean, there's nothing they can do to any of those shit. I mean, the problem with legendary tier isn't that these ships are like too good. It's that the players and how you get these ships, the players themselves don't know how to wield these weapons, right? You're putting nuclear arms in the in the hands of babes, and yeah, it's silly. I'm just a cook. So yeah, I've taken the Kleber out once since it was nerfed, and I think it was like a 4 kill game, and I was like, yep, still good because it's everybody else is just bad. And I'm not saying like obviously not everybody is bad, but you guys get what I'm trying to imply there. Like you guys see it. You see the Yamato's blasting HE all game. You see or they just sit still for the first 10 minutes and are like, I need intelligence data. Or all the destroyers that just sit still for 10 minutes for some reason. guy is, or you've got somebody like this who's just, they're holding the game hostage, not because they're actually going to do anything. Like, just shoot your guns now. You've lost the game. You're not going to hit anything else. But no, they're going to keep running. Oh, I just got a text, and that came through on the headphones. Whoops, maybe I should not have that come through. Uh, I mean, they limits the Missouri, right? And you guys saw it. It's fine. It's just, it's an Iowa with radar. I mean, I guess I'm not even spotted this guy's so far out. Is right here. Yeah, that was me getting a text about a wine party that I might be going to next week. Well, that I probably will be going to next week. I'll give him this much, man. This Shima is trying to torp everything, and as far as I've seen, has not connected a single torp on anybody yet. Yeah, I recall that one, American Made. That was I kind of wish I had saved that one, because I know you were on the B cap of shards, and I got I got a shot right between these two rocks and killed their killed their Yamato. Oh yes. Quality legendary gameplay. All right, let's try and fix this audio again real quick. Come on. Honestly, American Made, I didn't even realize that was you until I think we got to that point. I was like, "Oh, that's American Made." A Kraken in the Indy, man. I'm still trying to get my first one. I do really like the Indianapolis though. Let's see. What do I got to do up here? There we go. Hey, at least I'm starting to get faster with fixing this. Maybe it'll stick this time. Actually, I think we always have to do it 3 times. So, uh, I don't think they want to fix legendary gameplay. I think the development team is content. Well, at least publicly, they've said that they think it's in a good place, and I think what they would have to do to fix it, they're not going to do, which would be to just turn it into a tier after tier 7 and make people have to grind out the entire line to get those ships, but they're not going to do that. Yeah, but now my Stalingrad's all black. I mean, you think about it. good gameplay at legendary tier, what there's no motivation for a company doesn't necessarily need a company doesn't need to care that about the quality of gameplay at a certain tier, right? Uh, because the argument is going to be, well, then play in a different tier if it's so unbearable. And I mean, there's a point to that. And really, all it is that what people really want is a competitive game mode. They want clan battles, but who knows how long that's going to take to implement, you know? Let's see. You guys want to do divisions? You let me know. I know there's a quest for a Palo game, so let me take this out. Then we'll do divisions and count-ins after this. I mean, the first thing that legendary tier needs is a lot of cruisers, right? We've got these battle cruisers, the Alaska, the Stalingrad. What we need are like the Hindenburg, the Henry IV, you know, the Venezia, all of those kind of cruisers to help balance out the destroyer gameplay. But that's not going to change the fact that there's a lot of players out there who really don't understand game mechanics. Oh boy. And then you've got, I mean, because of how legendary tier works, I mean, technically we're in a legendary game now. Look, every match is going to be like 4 destroyers, 5 battleships. 4 destroyers, 4 battleships, 1 cruiser, you know, 1 unfortunate cruiser on each team. Now, for the person who is asking about whether they should get the Palo Emilio, I would say no. Not right now. Not until it has sap. Personally, I think the Palo is kind of a one-trick pony, right? Now, I did once get in a gunfight with a Kleber and win somehow, but it is generally a one-trick pony, and it is punished by not having the sap rounds. You've got these HE rounds, but they don't particularly hit that hard. And you know, in a situation like this, I can't really play the Palo how it needs to be played. I've got to play it like a typical destroyer, which it isn't. This looks wonderful.
Nice work.
I mean, all right, so
Many thanks.
like if this Cleveland, if they get into here, this is a great radar spot for radar cruisers. Now I got to get out of here, but we might try and bait the Fletcher this way. See, look at that, how lousy that, oh yeah, getting your smoke. All right. Cleveland, can I get some raid? Cleveland? Cleveland? Hello, Cleveland. Hello, Cleveland.
Sovralimentazione attivata. Genera danno critico al motore.
So the Cleveland knows there's 2 destroyers here, right?
Rilasciata cortina fumogena.
Hello, Cleveland.
Problema risolto, signore.
Hello, Cleveland. Cleveland, hello.
Ho bisogno di dati.
Allarme incendio.
Is not how you play this ship.
Affondato.
Triple fired.
Siluri dritti di punta.
Yeah, so would I recommend getting the Paolo? No, because it's more of a support destroyer, you know. If you if you play in a division regularly, you'll probably get to have more fun. But if you're playing with people like this, probably not. Or players like this. Like, why are these guys back here? Why is this person in reverse? I'm okay with this Bismarck being over here because they're going to set up a crossfire, but if they had gone up here and supported,
Concentrate fire.
I mean, there's no reason a battleship needs to be so far back.
Les bâtiments. Concentrez le tir sur
There is no law that says a battleship needs to be, 15 kilometers behind the rest of the team.
Brauche Feuerunterstützung.
Well, ships are going okay. Anyway. Somebody wanted to see something else. I don't remember, but was it a Tago that somebody wanted to see? I mean, I think that the sonar radar is I need intelligence data. I mean, there's also just being aware, like for your teammates. You saw that in the Stalingrad game, like I was putting out radar for my teammates, not because I was going to get the shot off. And that's one of the things that, like, if you think about like clan battles, when you have communication with everybody, excuse me, it's why the Russian ships become way more powerful, like the Riga. Because, yeah, their radar is only, 15 seconds? But when you know that every single person on your team is going to shoot the destroyer who is spotted for that 15 seconds, having that extra range makes those ships far more powerful. But it doesn't always do a lot of good when you hit your rate. Why do I still have this? I shouldn't have this ship anymore. I thought normally Wargaming takes it back after a week. I guess they forgot. What about the P-Bag? I like the P-Bag. One in some New Mexico. We get all the black ships for free except the Massachusetts. The Massachusetts we just got we get for 1 week. So I've set I'm only going to have it like one more day, but this Massachusetts I have spec'd entirely as secondary, and then this one's spec'd entirely as sniper. Like if I've got the two ships, I'm going to build them differently. All right, let's div up. If you are in chat, let me know your name and I'll send you an invite. We're on PlayStation, by the way. Ripper. I recognize that name. Let's see. So we're gonna do a tier 5. I'm gonna take out the new and improved New Mexico. Did it really need improved? Was there something wrong with it before? America. Oh, wait, don't I have a permanent one? Yes, I do. Is this... paint do I have? What the hell is this? Oh my god. Yeah, we're definitely going out in this. Hey, Mr. Big, it's going all right. I think the Atago B looked pretty darn good too. All right, tier 5. I do remember the Tennessee feeling pretty good as well. You know, it's fun. I recall a specific game where myself and the guy that I usually division with, I think I was in the New Mexico. He was in, I think, maybe another New Mexico or something, but I guess I should mute myself from the game. But I remember we got hate mail afterwards, said we were hacking or something, because we like dev struck everybody on the team. All right, sounds good, Christopher. What do we got? A Bovoy, the recently buffed Montecuccoli, which I guess with that buff, it must be a real terror of the seas now. Colorado and a Ryujo. Huh. Interesting. A GK game next, maybe. I've got a few. Excuse me. I have a few requests, but we can always play a GK game, I imagine. Oh my. London town. I think, what was it, a week or two ago, I did a Kraken in the London thing. Probably the last premium ship you should ever spend money on. Doesn't mean that it's bad, but it doesn't mean that it's good. What do we have over here? Fuso. Going broadside. I like it. I like it a lot. Don't you want to give me a little bit more of a flatter angle? Oh. Hello there. Oh my god, I have HE loaded. Chat, why didn't you tell me? Look at that. Oh my lord, that would have been a death strike. Yes, I was actually going to call that video London Calling. There's the Bovoy.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Well, I missed my chance. Might as well get rid of this Fuso if we can. Try and help out our cruisers. Okay. And now we just have everybody bunched up. All right, let's use the tactical beaching here. Oh, they have 2 destroyers? Oh, they have a Moss as well. A Maz. Alright. Well, the Bovoy's like 1 shot. Or, what? Oh. You guys just doing single fires. So here's my positioning right now. What I'm doing is, I'm going to back up to this left side of B because all my other teammates are over here. Right? So, no sense in me being there as well. That means no broadsides for me if I go to where the rest of my team is. Somebody needs to learn how to full send as opposed to single fire. Oh no, we just lost a Gorky to a Maz. Oh, this is gonna be a yoink, right? Yoink! Ha
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Comments on the Clash. Well, you know what? I never really went through a punk phase. Which I will say this much. But yeah, I just never really went through a punk phase. But there are a lot of songs by the Clash that I enjoy. But they're also, when you think about the Clash, like it's funny that they kind of get lumped into being punk when you kind of listen to the music, and it's like, well, that's not really what most people think of as punk. And I'm like, yeah, but what's more punk than not being punk and still being punk, man? Now, the Colorado can overmatch me, so I gotta get a kind of a dumb angle here, but if they're gonna come at me, bro. See, this guy has got a nice, this Gneiss now is gonna have a nice crossfire on the Colorado. But also, I might just be able to unload into his superstructure. The rear turret of justice.
Our victory is in sight.
Meanwhile, the Leander is long gone. It's an exciting night of baseball. Hey, Black Widow. Which of the new reveals am I too young for the Clash? Probably not. It's just I never really, well, I mean, I certainly wasn't listening to them when, let's see, London Calling, what, was that like 82? I mean, I wasn't listening to them at the time, no, because I am an old guy, but I'm not that old. But, I mean, I remember listening to them in college, and it's just like, Train in Vain, I think, is one of the catchiest songs ever written. I love, so like I said, there are some Clash songs I like, but like, yeah, they're just iconic and classic, but not something that I ever was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to the Clash right now. Yeah, oh, 79 for London Calling? Well, yeah, I was born. I was a couple years old, but no, I was not listening to London Calling when I was 2. Let's see, which of the new reveals am I most, let's see. So the new reveals, they showed us those Pan-Asian ships, right? And then they showed us, did they say that they were getting deep water torps? I'm assuming they are, as their gimmick. So there were those, there was the Brandenburg, right? There was the Minotaur, the Cossack with the extra turret that everybody has wanted since the beginning of time. And what else am I missing? I guess of those, Brandenburg is what? Essentially an Odin with 4 turrets? I guess I'm probably most excited for the Minotaur. I think that's going to be I don't know. The Minotaur is going to be very interesting. I mean, it is essentially just. Ooh, hold on. Didn't they just? Who's that commander that they gave the Brits? Hot Rod. Radar reload time. I remember thinking that if Oh, I got a lot of resources. I remember thinking that if they gave the Minotaur a 32 millimeter bow, which they did not, but if they did, that I was like, ooh, I'm going to beef Hot Rod up all the way because I will just run a radar Minotaur. But I don't think uh, that's who I will use. I might have to. Might be looking at ranking up Belfast finally. Or, I mean, it's kind of. Wait, what? Who was that? Guy's British? Ramming. What the? Oh, this is from Warhammer. Huh. Oh, this is a destroyer. Wow. Yeah. Imbra. Um, yeah, I'm thinking Hot Rod on the Minotaur. But the thing with that is, I think that well, I think probably with Minotaur not going to be able to do the radar build. I mean, we'll have to see how stealthy you can make it too. Um, it's definitely the radar build. It's not like Embra with radar build where you can just barrel into every situation and be like, surprise, mother trucker, and just wipe them out and bounce shells all the way to the bank, laughing all the way. Because everything will overmatch the Minotaur. But it's got like, I think it's got 8 torpedoes on each side that go 10 kilometers. And it's going to be like, it's almost more of a destroyer with a citadel. Hmm. All right. Yeah. Let's get more people in here. Ayub. Bloated donkey. It can only get 9.5. Is that well, that's still that will be able to stealth torp. Oh, we'll see. Hello, Barrett. The audio dipped out again. Should I try and fix that while we wait for Ayub to accept? Now let me just do this real quick. Uh oh, hold on. Now my now the video feed is frozen. Give me a second. Metallica is now considered oldies. Well, that's true. I mean, they're kind of an antique at this point, right? Isn't an antique something that's like over 25 years old? I forget the hard numbers. Let's see. I mean, the whole thing with that too is like crossplay division. Here's something I didn't think about. Like with crossplay divisions is how do you get the mics working too? I didn't even think about that until I was looking at Battlefield 2042 because you can squad up with PS5, Xbox, and PC, but you have to use like Discord or something to actually chat. Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of. That's why you haven't seen many videos this week. I have been mostly grinding 2042. Yeah, stream should be okay now. I just had to. I was trying to get audio back. All right, tier 7. We're going to force there to be some cruisers in this match. All right, tier 7. Yeah, just hold. There is no rush to get it. I would say there are a lot of issues. I mean, there is a lot. I probably have to restart the game every 3 matches or so. Sometimes more often than that. Sometimes you get stuck in a screen that where it's just perpetually loading. Sorry, just so you know, Donkey, I can't hear you because I have to mute just in case, someone were to say something bad. Not saying you would, but you never know. Alrighty, so we've got Hipper. Well, we already know Ayub, if you remember from the last stream, is quite deadly in his Hipper. So let's. What do we have over here? GK. GK gonna reverse. Yeah. Let's see. So they've got a Kagero. Balti. Well, I do not like us all being right here. Sue. I don't believe their destroyer. Well, their destroyer might be over here, but if they are, they're quite far out because I haven't been detected, and my detection on this is atrocious. Don't sit right behind me. Go somewhere. We need to have multiple angles for these ships to work. All right, so I'm going to turn back in to get a crossfire set up on these guys. Oh, no, the destroyer is way over here, just so you guys know. But like riding the edge of the map. Wait, you're going over here? Hold on a second. Trying to set up some crossfires here. All right. They are about, they're going to be about there, Ayub. A long way to go. I mean, or I guess this could be a very stealthy cruise. No, it's the destroyer. Huh. Interesting. that's my impression of Flamu. Huh. Interesting. All right. at this thrilling legendary gameplay, right? All right, I'm about to radar Ayub.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Feuer auf festgelegtes Ziel konzentrieren. Пожарная тревога.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
All right, well. Look at these guys. Oh my lord, how are they so hurt? Well, they're gonna have a broadside grows occur first to shoot at now. Asking for a lot to Alright, closest thing to me is the GK, so we are safe from Tor. I've got my sonar on right now anyway. That grows occur first just damage control, so if we get some fires on him, we'll be okay.
Requesting support. All stations, protect that target.
Oh, we got battleships going up the middle. The last sign of desperation. If you don't have a broadside on this GK, be firing HE to get some fires on them, but I got a broadside right now. Oops. Look at this AP crunch, man.
Requesting assistance.
Requesting assistance. Oh, that's rich. I'm actually going to, let's see, what are we?
Alle Stationen brauchen Feuerunterstützung. Achtung, unterstützt das verbündete Ziel.
Alright, so you got one through my bow there, the upper bow. Need to close the distance here. I believe he's getting will to rebuild off the Turn over to HE. Just to radar. We'll see.
Feuer auf gegnerisches Kriegsschiff konzentrieren. Пожарная тревога. Неполадки устранены.
So we have three. Well, our GK just ran out there to die, right? But three cruisers just holding off three battleships and a destroyer. What do we got here? Full health Massachusetts for all intents and purposes. I don't know who lives right here, but they're dead. All right.
Concentrate fire on the designated
I think
target.
it's safe for the ZF6 to get closer. Um, Probably should have saved the radar or your life for the to guarantee the destroyer's death, but I mean, it's going to be kind of hard for our team to screw this one up right now. So, like, if you think about that, so they had a Groza Kurfürst, a Massachusetts, a Vanguard, and a Kagero, right? And so they kind of, I mean, their flow on this side was pretty decent, right?
Thank you.
I don't. This is a great place for the Vanguard to go. Is this route? Vanguard going up this way is a very good call. It's a flanking battleship. You can make it pretty stealthy. What was the other one over here? Oh well, the Massachusetts. So Massachusetts, you don't really need to do too much. They kind of start you where you should be. Like Massachusetts here. I mean, since it's so good at brawling, you can definitely come up this way in the Massachusetts. And you think about that, you push the Massachusetts here. You've got the Vanguard over there. Ta-da, crossfire. GK that they had. GK could have probably pretty much just sat right here and used their detection, right? Don't worry about firing all your guns. You don't need all of them. You only need the front two. So you get a battleship there, here, here.
Gutes Spiel allesamt.
They would have just steamrolled us. I mean, their destroyer, I get why they held back because there were two radars, but at the same time, if those battleships had just pushed up, they would have ran right through us there, as it were. Oh, 900. No, that's okay. See you later, Quirky. Uh, I mean, that's probably not the best performance, but I mean, we did our job. It's just this is how bad, like, you know, their GK, at least they pushed forward and tried to do something, but they had no support. Like, you lived, congratulations, but you lost, right? So these guys won. These three were all on our side, and they were held back by, I mean, our guy died quick. They were held back by these three cruisers. Can't do much. I mean, that's, that's a success in my book. Uh, well, it's, you know why they do that? It's because when we spread out like that, when you have a division that spreads out like that, they don't know what to do. It's it's you force I've kind of talked about this sometimes. Like if you force people into a situation that they aren't familiar with, because look, as one who's played like 22,000 matches now, everybody does the exact same thing every time, 95% of the time, right? And that's so you know what people are going to do. So when presented with something that you don't recognize, people are kind of like, I don't know what to do right now. But the Vanguard, they did the right thing. That is the right way for the Vanguard to go. It's just the Massachusetts that went over there with them. That was not the right call. Yeah, like Cranky's saying, cruisers own this game, especially like these cruisers. Like we are, so if Bloated had kind of, I wish I had saved that. We are still in that match. I could have shown you like, so Bloated has that shorter range but long lasting radar. They could have stayed kind of essentially on that point where we kind of spawn. I can go out there into the middle and a Ube out there on the side. That was fine. It probably should have been like me out there, but whatever. You know, he's in the faster ship. But our radars would have covered the entire area. and at that point, it's kind of like, well, you know, the Kagero, we essentially made the Kagero, what I think they were like last on their team, but the Kagero couldn't do anything. Well, I also kind of understand where the Kagero would have been coming from because it's like, well, what can I do? There are 3 cruisers over there, two of which have radars, and the Kagero's battleship support was not existent really. I don't know. It's a tough situation, but anyway, we'll do another tier 7. I mean, it'd be nice. You know what we really want to see, and this happens so rarely in stream. We want to see like a good 4 or 5 cruisers in the game, 2 battleships, 2 destroyers. All right, Cranky's in the Vanguard. Is anybody else in here? So look at this. Look, 4 cruisers, 2 battleships, 2 destroyers. You ask and you shall receive. Thank you for listening, Wargaming. Yeah, so like that's really what I kind of wanted to show with this, and unfortunately, just because of the setup, there's a lot of people have been saying, you know, oh, the Riga sucks. Its AP doesn't work. That is BS. The Riga's AP is working just fine, and if I can get into its situation, we'll see if we can get into one. I've citadeled a Jean Bart with this, and I'm not even talking about the turret citadel. I'm talking about the impossible citadel that I hit. And that was at closer. Now, granted, they were turning, so it was like exposed, but still. Oh yeah, Balti's a beast too. I mean, I've been playing this a bit with my usual division mate, and when he and I go out and like, I'll go out in the Baltimore, he'll go out in the he'll go out in the Baltimore, I'll go out in the Riga. Like, it is that is a very lethal combo. Let's see. Didn't even look at what we have. Iowa, Amagi. Have both the battleships been spotted? No. Oh, there we go. Hello. So, and what I was saying, like, I feel like I've got to aim a little bit higher than I think I should, and I get pretty good success with the Riga. I've also got improved penetration angles, so even when they turn out, because I've got Von Essen on here, right? And so that essentially is giving me American pin angles. Come on, drive into those. Oh, that was just shy. Go ahead and put my sonar on. We can push into here. All right, all their battleships are down on the other side. This, I mean, we're gonna do a cakewalk through here at this point. don't know. I don't think this Atago is gonna make it. Oh! Look at the shell velocity on this too. It's crazy. The shell velocity on here is ridiculously fast. It is just barely shorter than, or barely slower than the Stalingrad's. That's a little too steep of an angle for me to Citadel, but I can go through the back here.
Alle Stationen, vorrücken zum Erobern dieses Bereichs.
Who's spamming HE? Are you in the Baltimore spamming HE?
Крейсер противника уничтожен.
Yeah. Total steamroll. Like, see how their team all went down to A too? I mean, oof. I've been playing the Tashkent sim lately too. Man, I do really like that ship. A lot of people playing it wrong, but it is really good. That is not going to work.
Attention.
I don't think we have a shot on this right now, so I'm not going to use my radar just yet. Nope, never mind. No, I don't believe so. I think I'm just using, we can look. No, I'm just using Scott and Von Essen, because you don't need extra penetrate. Like with Ivan, we'll look at the commander setup after this, but Ivan B. Delightful, he adds so much punch through ability already that carrier out there that's spotting. He adds so much punch through ability as it is. Oh, I've almost got the Balti. Come on, get there. Oh. Oh, I haven't even gotten a crack in this week because I haven't been playing. I haven't been playing the game much.
Alle Stationen, Feuer auf das Ziel konzentrieren.
I hit. Yeah, I've been trying to get rank 30 something on in Battlefield right now. So I got to get. If I want to punch through the Iowa's armor, the Citadel armor, I need to be under about 10 kilometers away.
Торпеды слева по борту.
Линкор противника уничтожен.
Well, okay, so we got 3 ships over here. So I'm headed this way. So our carrier's probably going to try yoink that Baltimore. Or somebody will. I was going to say, I see our destroyer even shooting at it now. But if I get close to this Amagi... Now, Amagi does have a turtle back, so I won't be able to probably hit its citadel. But I can do massive damage on it.
Gute Arbeit.
Now what? You're gonna turn to give me the other torps? I like it.
Турбины прямо по курсу.
Gonna hump the border rather than do anything. Alright, so. Gonna give a little bit of angle here. Now, this Amagi, they might just completely... Oh, wait. They're there? Oops. Man, I should have had that.
Наша команда получила преимущество.
Good game, everyone.
Наша команда близка к победе.
Well, it is the weekend. You are telling me, wait, you're telling me that a destroyer behind all of everything out at the rear of the pack is not doing their job? Sounds sus. I don't care. I don't care for yoink, man. It is all good. The only reason I need a crack in this week is for the mines, but honestly, I'm in no rush to get that ship, so what I'm in a rush for is I'm trying to get the landmines in 2042, but you gotta be level 38 for that. Oh, we can div up, Lurkin Gherkin. I mean, I am, so like the Baltimore is obviously very, very good. It's probably my most played cruiser. But, I think I like Riga more. Now, we'll go over the commander and armor after this. We'll take a look at it. But what you kind of have to think about in game is, so you kind of see that panel beneath the red star. So about just under halfway up that panel beneath that red star is an icebreaker of 50 millimeters, which means it'll, bow tank everything. Now, people can go through the top, but battleship dispersion, that is a lot to be asking from them, to get that out of there. Like, bruh. Stop running. Die with class. Yeah, it is. I would if you don't have Ivan B. Delightful on here, I would use Kuznetsov. Yeah, I don't think a lot of carrier players know that there's an autopilot or that they can move. Nice game there, Donkey. Pretty good of you. Well, we didn't even have this guy. What? Color me shocked. Frankie holding his own down there too. Uh, let's see. All right, so this is my setup on here. Oops. I'm using Scott because I want to keep all those shells. I want to keep the dispersion as good as possible, and I use Von Essen because if I maxed him out, it would be 4%. So technically, I would have 1 degree less of than American penetration angles. So that's like I'm at essentially they're at 65, so I'm at 64. Without him, it's 60. It is noticeable, but if we look at all of this, now I could pump up the HE. I could just to increase the fire chance. I think you'd get the fire chance up to like almost 20%, which is, an option, but I like having the range on here because just being when you have shells that are traveling, I think it's around 950 meters a second, even at range, you are going to get you're going to get very good penetration values. Got this for the extra sonar and radar duration. Punch through, right? So my AP shell damage is up 10%. My AP shell penetration goes up an additional 6% there. And when we get down to here, my shell grouping is up an additional 6%. My dispersion is down 6%. And once I get him up here to Legendary 4, having 8%, at that point I might not even need Norman Scott on here. And the question then becomes, let's see where we are right now. So my AP shell damage is 6,325, and if we were to put on loot gens, I think I could get an additional 5%, which would be, let's see, 300 or so. So they give me up to around 6,600. Maybe that's probably who I would go with, because I really want to get the Citadels over 7,000 damage, because you think about that. That's pretty crazy. All right. I'm going to create a new divisions. Thanks, boys. Who do we got in here? Oh, CBD. Lurkin Gherkin. Do I think the Riga needs a buff? No. If they're going to buff it, I'm not going to complain, though. I mean, it's honestly very, very good. I think that a lot of videos that people put out, if you look at how much XP they had in it, it was probably under 50,000. And I think it's a little silly to be judging ships when you've only played a few matches in it. You can see I'm up to 250,000. And I would say that it was only around 100,000 XP in this ship that I was like, oh, okay, I get how I want to play this, and that is to play it like a little Vladivostok. And what do you guys want to see? Hey, Sensei, I don't have AL Scharnhorst to put on there. Yeah, Alaska's too good right now. Honestly, it's I don't know why they would buff Riga. Just because people are not as good as they think they are, or because it's not brain dead simple like a Cleveland. I mean, you guys saw the last Cleveland video I did where I'm like, here we go. I'm just going to pull right up next to a full health Iowa, and we're just going to trade broadside shots. And honestly, though, I can probably do that in the Riga. I just would have to be bow in. In fact, I have. But Hey, Gherkin, why don't you pick the tier? Sunday fun day already for the professor. All right, enjoy your time, prof. No doubt with some fancy brandy or something. Georgia. Alrighty. See what CBD chooses. You know, I'm gonna go out in the Tashkent. So I have a couple gameplay videos saved. I don't know if I want to do a video on it. So I've got a Tashkent one saved that I was thinking about doing a trainables for. I've also got a Conquer game that I was thinking about maybe doing a get good for, because it's like using my brain to not let the team throw, which they are trying to do desperately. Oh, Riga. I mean, Riga's just a really good ship. Everybody loves Hipper now, too. All right, we are doing, what is this, tier 7? Wait, hold on a second. Why do we have so many packages? Ooh, maybe we'll do a big package reveal at the end. All right, tier 7. I mean, oh crap, we were gonna look at the armor of the Riga. I mean, I'll probably play it. It's the only ship that I've been playing mostly it lately because it is so fun, and because uh, it is because all the reports out there of it being bad have made people completely not respect it, which makes it even better. It's like if you let the Riga get close to you, oh my, like any battleship in the game under about 8 kilometers, if they don't have a turtleback, you are going to knock the snot out of them. I mean, you saw the 6 citadels I put into a synop with it, and that's why I was like, oh, I want this to be over 7,000 as a citadel, because I think I could one shot certain battleships with it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it that high. What do we have here? Ooh. Mega Leviathan on the other side on a Friesland. No torp threat there, and no torp threat from the Palo. So, oh, look at all these cruisers. Pretty good. It's nice to see all these cruisers out in this game. It makes these games far more interesting, win or lose, when you have a bunch of cruisers. Are these all HE spammers? No. You got a Fiji in New York. So that's interesting. Flint probably going into here.
Обнаружены силы противника.
Right, let me get my speed going.
Двигатель в форсированном режиме.
Really just to show the team what's over here. Like, if I get these guys all opening up and firing, then our team knows what's here. It's kind of a different way to do it, because with the Tashkent, I can't really go in there and push in because my detection's so poor. But it's kind of saying like, okay, look, this is where their team is, right? We've got we've got 5 of their team here. Our team should be able to push B and A. And we'll come out here and take these flank sides and annoy this team to death. And plus, their Palo used one of their smokes already. That's a interesting game plan there. Paolo. I can get a couple fires going on here. I'm just pooping out corpse for
Двигатель в
fun.
штатном режиме.
Probably a bit optimistic, we'll just say, for that Flint to be going in against a Fiji, which is probably the tier for tier the best cruiser at tier 6. Well, until Talon came around. Why are these? I mean, that's ambitious. I'll give them that much. As a waste of.
Термогенератор запущен.
I don't think that was my AP that just did that. I think that was. I think that was a battleship.
Установка дымов завершена.
Yeah, I was a little optimistic there. Oh, CBD's going in hot. Might be a little much going in for this. So, what was their other destroyer? Wasn't it a Fletcher or something? Oh, Palo Emilio. That's on B.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Крейсер противника.
Oh, I didn't see. We got Wrath of the Ripper over there. All right. We do have. Okay, so this. Well, as our team melts, I was gonna say I didn't know if we have. This was gonna be a very good game, but
Обнаружен линкор противника. Обнаружен крейсер противника. Обнаружен линкор противника.
I can't believe that I just missed where that was. Oh, why did our destroyer go out there and get themselves killed like that? That was kind of an unnecessary death.
Двигатель выведен из строя.
We'll see.
Неполадки устранены.
Oh, I love this is a great ship. Just a lot. I mean, you don't see them too often, and a lot of that has to do with because people don't know how to play it.
Дымогенератор запущен. Двигатель выведен из строя.
But we need a little. Well, I guess there's not that many people left, is the other problem.
Неполадки устранены. Постановка дымов завершена.
But it's not over yet.
Feuer auf gegnerisches Kriegsschiff konzentrieren.
Обнаружен крейсер противника.
Двигатель в штатном режиме. 5 минут до конца боя.
All right, so Gherkin's over there. Get rid of the. Nope. Let's get, if we can get rid of the York, be in a good spot, but I don't know if we can.
Команда противника получила преимущество.
Двигатель выведен из строя.
Вы последняя надежда команды.
Неполадки устранены. Пожарная тревога.
But do you think the Vlad's gonna push me? Probably not. Because they're in stream, but you never know. How's the matches been today? Matches have been okay. I mean, we've been doing mostly divisions, but I mean, what did I play? Yeah, I played a little bit yesterday, and it was just atrocious here. Hold on a second. I'm not going to hold the game hostage. Rough first game.
Неполадки устранены.
I'm not even moving. I was gonna say, come on, guys. I'm not moving. Yeah. Well, we had a few ships here that kind of just died for no reason. These guys all, well, I don't know what happened with the Hipper, but the Flint and the Hood kind of just pushed into a poor situation, I would say. Maybe I'll go back. I'm going to go back out in the Riga because it's so much fun. What ship were you in there, Ricky Bobby? Hello, Zafranov, 1968. Yeah. Oof. Oh, now you guys are like, we're not messing around. Oh, you were in the Vladdy there. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, that's the sometimes with the Vlad. I mean, if you like the Vlad, you got to get this thing. There's a reason that I made it look that I painted it all black. All right, we'll do tier 7 again, everybody. See, now what would be so much more nice is if we had training rooms so we could just create custom battles with everybody who's in here, because then we could like actually see some strategic play, and then people could talk about how good they are. I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, you can't complain about how terrible your teammates are and then brag about how good you are. It's kind of like, well, it doesn't make any sense. Vladivostok is got very, very, very good shell. It's got very good penetration. However, its accuracy drops off significantly after about 11 kilometers. All right, we got a lot of people in here. This could be good.
Бой начинается.
All right. So first thing that I want to see, since so many of you are on the other team, I better not see you guys overload one cap, or I'm gonna lose it. I like that they gave us I like that they put this map into tier 7 though, because I didn't used to get to see it too often because I played tier what was this? This was just like tier 5 before. Played it so infrequently.
Силы противника на горизонте.
Ooh. Riga on Riga action.
Аффирматив.
You're in chat too, JXG2, I think. I can't remember who that is, but I've seen their name numerous times. Okay, well, I can tell you who's not in chat. Alrighty. Probably that Riga radar that's got you spotted right now. Only 15 seconds. isn't really the position that I wanted. I wasn't thinking about it because I was reading chat. Is this the Vanguard from before that just spammed me with HE? Is this a Vanguard that's going to sit broadside to a Lenin? Ambitious. I will radar them for you, so here you go. Got 15 seconds to make it happen. Amazing how when your teammates play like teammates, what you can pull off in this game, right?
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
All right, so a little bit of a risky turn on my part because I'm exposing my broadside, but I don't think that Vanguard will have an angle for it. Oh, that Riga does. Oh, but they're turning away. Phew! All right. Aaron Suzuya, thank you. I appreciate it. I just got to get around here before Sensei can blap me.
Наша команда получила преимущество.
Крейсер противника уничтожен.
Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky.
Наша команда близка к победе.
So usually if I aim kind of high here at this range, if I connect, I should be doing some chunky damage. Yep. That's why this doesn't need buffed. And like, for people who are like, oh, well, the accuracy sucks. I mean, I'm shooting 16 kilometers and I'm still hitting them for 5,000. $5,000. And there's one more salvo and they're gone. No, Sensei!
Наша команда близка к победе.
Jerk! Just waiting for that. Jerk. The jerk store call, they're out of you.
Пожарная тревога.
Break your turrets. You don't think I will. You don't know the Riga. Can we get one? Close. I mean, I'm not gonna ram. I just want to see if I can break these. So he goes through the upper bow. It's a little too late. No, I'm not gonna ram. I mean, that's no fun. It's more fun to like. I mean, I know that he's gonna shoot me through the upper bow there and kill me. Just as I knew that he was waiting there for me to come around here and catch my broadside, but I mean, we're just playing for fun. Right? You've got to buy 40 crates for trading rooms to become unlocked. Oof. You know what? I'm happy to see no one overloaded. Well, actually, no one in chat overloaded a side. These guys must have all been down at C cap. Oh, didn't we have? Oh, yeah, we had a Focalon sink their Bismarck. All right, let's look at this armor real quick. Yeah, so like you can see it's right about halfway. I think it's halfway up that plate. Probably be easier if I didn't make this black. Or might just right be at that line. Pretty close. But like, so if you get through there, there's a good chance you're going to hit that citadel because look at how huge that is. But the bigger thing, and the reason I like to play it closer is so at range, you know, when battleships are shooting you and the shells are coming down at an angle, it's a lot easier for them to go through that 25 millimeters and then hit that big old citadel, like say from this angle, than when you're up close and saying, okay, well, one, I'm hoping that RNG is going to give me a good salvo, but two, I kind of essentially have to get it right through, you know, there's a very narrow window that you actually have to get it through up close to actually be able to hit it, to, you know, go through this flat front. Because even if the shell comes through and like hits the top of this, I mean, we've got pretty heavy 34 millimeters on the top. What is that? 76 at least on the top there. So if they come through at an improper angle, you're still going to take a full pin, but it's not going to penetrate the citadel. It'll skip up. So very tanky ship. Now on the opposite end of that, literally, do not want to get shot through the butt because that is a big, flat, juicy target. Speaking of the season. Yeah, so you can get really screwed through the rear. All right, family friendly. Let's dismiss this and we'll make another one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The exact value is kind of Aloe Emilio. Potato blueberry. Pickling in here? You got to tell me if you're in chat so I know to invite you, because otherwise I don't want to just invite randos. What? All right, we'll just go out the two of us. Just Wrath of the Ripper. Just the two of us. Whatever tier you guys want, I don't care. Oh wait, somebody wanted. Let's do legendary. Somebody wanted to see GK. Two of you in the Alaska. This will probably be a queue, but that's all right. We can wait. All right, legendary tier. You know. No, well, hey, I don't think there's anything wrong with the GK, but I think if you look at PC, there's a reason that it's not going to be the tier 10 ship anymore. Wow, that was immediate. Right then. They have a. They don't. Well, they do have a Yamato over there. And a Shima. I don't mind, like, if I'm going to play legendary tier, like, I want to play the Stalingrad. That's the only thing, just because it actually, like, I wouldn't say that it makes the tier fun, but it at least makes it interesting for me. I mean, the main thing with GK here is to... These two turrets on the back are just to look pretty. Those aren't going to be fired for a long time. Probably. Unless somebody shows up here completely broadside. Oh, speaking of... Just out of my range, though. Alright, so they've got Conquer, Hipper, something. Oh yeah, we're gonna have six of them over here. So Shima's probably here, right on the corner, because I'm not detected yet. Alright, could probably blow your radar, maybe. One of you, not both of you. Or sonar, because yeah, what do you know?
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
So basically, our team, right? They need to be pushing through C and B with immediate speed right now because they know that there's 6 ships down here. There is essentially nothing that they have to worry about. Now our positioning here sucks because we're all in one square. So Don't just throw yourself away.
Torpedos voraus. Torpedos direkt voraus.
Das gegnerische Team hat die Führung übernommen.
Feueralarm.
I'm going to use his carcass as a torpedo barrier right now. As a little burn a heel. Trying to break his turrets. All right, it looks like our team's starting to push. This guy's going to sacrifice his full health for me because his teammate died. Let's see. Don't really have any good ship to shoot there, but
Gegnerische Schlachtschiff
Das
zerstört.
gegnerische Team hat die Führung
oh, that's
übernommen.
legendary tier for you, right? Gameplay of champions. Well, all right. So let me explain. Let me go into something here. Like, one, we had a bad composition because we went out in 2 cruisers. We need 1 destroyer, right? Somebody's going to have to spot because what did we have? We had a Gearing who is somehow dead already, but they're not going to be able to spot. So in this situation, we had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2/3 of their team over there against 1/3 of ours. Now the main problem was that we're all here. We want 1 person right here. Like, if we had had probably one of the Alaskas, like, if we had had an Alaska here, myself here, and then our other Alaska, like, here-ish, maybe, it would have been perfect. But we really needed something to spot. You know, by the time that we knew that there were going to be, you know, it was going to be a 6-on-3 over here, it was kind of like, it was too late. But the GK can't really position out there because its detectability is so garbage. I probably could have gone here, but, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Maybe I should have because I could have had shots maybe on some of these guys. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things. It's hard to say. But the positioning was not very good. I mean, we were all in 1 square anyway. I mean, you've got decent angles for firing from the rear, like if you're kiting away, but I mean, it's definitely the worst legendary tier ship. Probably the Conqueror is the best. I know everybody says it's the Yamato, but I mean, let's be real. We'll go out in legendary tier again, and I'll go out in the Stalingrad this time. I mean, I'm not particular. I want to like legendary tier. I should. I mean, it's the issue with legendary tier is that we don't have the right ships in it. We need lots and lots of cruisers. I mean, you look at this, I'm essentially in a battleship at this point. But we'll see if we can't get some favorable RNG on this. My RNG with the Stalingrad, it's kind of like Wargaming saw that I was enjoying it too much, and they're like, all right, that's enough fun for you. Time to tone it back. Well, right. Right, there is that. But that's not going to happen. They've, they're like, no, this is what we want. But the whole thing is like, well, now it's kind of, I mean, yeah, tier 7 was never that good either because of how, it's all the campaign ships. But it was kind of like, okay, well, I've relegated myself to that fact that tier 7, you're going to have a lot of noobs, but at least you're going to know who they are because they're in the new campaign ship. But now with Legendary, it's kind of like, okay, you've got the noobs from the campaign ship and those that have like been waiting a year to get the Yamato, and they're like, sweet. What commander do I put on here? Yamato? They've got this Yamamoto. They've got similar names.
Бой начинается!
Oh, let's see. All right, so let me. Manage to get this Big Betty up to this island. I know I love the bee spawn here, but
Обнаружены силы
oh
противника.
my. Oh, dang.
Attention. Support that target.
I don't have the penetration for citadels on the Yamato from here, but I'm detected from the destroyer.
Hey, I need your support.
Got an angle for this Alaska because they could definitely wreck me from there if they were paying attention.
I need your support. Affirmative.
And we got this. There's a destroyer directly ahead of me too.
All stations requesting fire
Пожарная
on the
тревога.
designated target.
Is that Kleber? Could be. If you want to come back on this side, Ripper. Well, I'll just radar and see where they are. There you go. It's Kleber. Oh my lord. I don't know if that's who you were shooting for, but GG. My radar's down, but you got him spotted still. Stay alive. I will find you. One of the things that you see in this is that, I don't really have an option because of where I spawn, but all anybody does is bow tank. It's like, that is the only thing that bow tank and kite. There are no other moves. It's quite boring. Man, I'm still not getting this. Like, the accuracy that I normally get out of this is like pinpoint accurate. So I'm not sure why we are not. He's gonna go for the ram. Oh my lord. One for the ram. What is back there? Full health Yamato. Surprise!
Наша команда получила преимущество.
Look at that dispersion. That is awful. They knew I was enjoying this ship too much. So they're like, all right, let's punish his rolls. Oh my gosh. Oh, now it gives me good stuff.
Nice work.
Наша команда получила преимущество.
Are we having fun yet?
Nice work.
Yeah, I mean, it's all it's funny that, you know, they would tune the Alaska that much, but that they removed the HE from Stalingrad. I don't like. Odd. I mean, if they, you don't see these too often because, you know, it's 2 million global XP. But if this were just any old regular legendary tier ship, then you probably see lower performance numbers, and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, we got to give it HE." Where has this guy been? Herp. I'm in a Yamato, I'm good. Oh, now it's like, okay, jerk. We trolled you for so long, we'll give you the good dispersion. While you deal with Yamato's kiting away at the end of a game. Gonna win it for the team from the back of the map. That is Stalingrad dispersion.
Башня главного калибра выведена из строя. Неполадки устранены.
The whole thing, like with Yamato's too, is yeah, they overmatch, but I mean, okay, like this guy's turning, his citadel's exposed right now. Like if he kept turning.
Наша команда близка к победе.
And then this person goes online and says, oh, the Yamato's, Wargaming ruined the Yamato because the dispersion sucks. And it's like, I don't know if that's the case. That is not why you're not blapping me. Alaska? Suzuki. Oh, I don't have anything to, I thought that was in Alaska over there. I was like, I don't want to show them broadside. Oh yeah, look at this. See, this is the dispersion that I normally am getting out of this. Come on, buddy. You are full health 10 minutes into the game. Found it. You found the edge of the map. You found what you were looking for. Now what? Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Wait a little bit more. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, see, that's why the dispersion was so bad. I was bad for the first half. No, sorry, I was good for the first half of that game, and then I got bad for the second half, and it was like, all right, let's turn up your dispersion. Was that who was at the end, or was that this guy? I mean, if you guys care about silver, obviously legendary tier is not the tier to be making it in. As you can see, I just picked up 8,000 there. But you need to, if you want to break even in legendary tier, over here, your score, your XP, needs to be about 1,400 to break even. So if you're going out and like Yamato, Alaska, Kleber, any of these guys, actually every single person on their team in Legendary, they lost. So this person probably lost about 40,000 silver. 50. But down here, they're down, like, depending on how many shells they shot, because each salvo from the Yamato is about 3,000 silver. So they just lost, what, about 135,000 silver there. All right, let's get a new division going. Ready? Can't sprint on with the controller or the keyboard? Have you? I'm assuming you've Googled like what the issue is, but that's harsh, man. Because despite all of the issues with Battlefield, as I mentioned earlier, and there are a lot, I'm still digging it. Wiz Shelby, we haven't played with you yet. You in here, or are you just... I don't know if you're in here or not. I don't just recognize the name. Well, tell me if you're in here. I'm going to invite people that I know are here. Do I have the loadout glitch? I have every single glitch you've ever... All right, here's some of my favorite glitches that I've seen. Well, I shouldn't even call them glitches. These are bugs. I've got one... so sometimes you die, but you don't die. Like, I'm dead, but I can't be revived because the counters hit 0, nor can I respawn, so you just lay there for the entire game. Well, really, you have to quit. I've got the loadout glitch where you load into a game and you can't use anything. Well, that's not true. You get the default weapons, but you can't change your loadout. That sucks. I've had one where I got into a game and my gun just wouldn't fire. That was pleasantly surprising. One time I jumped out of the condor, and I don't know if they were just going so fast or turning, but it actually put me inside of the 3D model of it, and then I couldn't get out again. Uh, there's obviously the matches that you load into, and they're just perpetually loading. So, I mean, yes, there are a lot of them, and not even getting into all the balance issues, like the fact that the hovercrafts are the most powerful weapon in the game. But when you kind of get into those matches, there is Battlefield in there. And I really think one of the things that they should do is they need to limit some of the gadgets to the classes. You know, like Falk is a medic, and some of the other one medics. They should be the only ones who get like the medic crates. Some of those things need to be class specific rather than everybody getting it, because right now it's pretty dumb. And then also some of the breakaway or breakthrough maps, my god, the ones where it's like there's an objective on top of a building, it's stupid because it's impossible. It's practically impossible, specifically on orbital. Like, how are 64 people supposed to take the top where they can call in tanks and stuff onto the top of a building? I mean, it is comically like, ooh, how did this make it through testing? But I'm still enjoying it. Anyway, you guys pick a tier. Sensei, why don't you call it pick the tier? You can do it. Oh, PP29, man. I've got I'm well on my way to getting that elite skin for it. Oh, going back out in legendary. All right. I might go out in the conch then. I mean, your dispersion, the dispersion just it's a roll every time that you pull the trigger. This on the server side, it checks your win rate. I'm just kidding. Uh, it it generates a random number, and that's going to affect your sigma essentially within a certain amount. But because of gambler's fallacy, right? So in gambler's fallacy, you believe that the outcome of the previous dictates the outcome of the next one. So it's like when you're flipping a coin heads or tails, right? And you've got 5 heads in a row, you're like, okay, well, chances are this next one's going to be heads, but obviously each one is actually independent. You can just get a bunch of unlucky rolls sometimes, which sucks. I mean, you saw that with the Stalingrad there. I think the first half of that match, my rolls for dispersion were awful. But then the last half, it was like, nah, we're going to give you like good ones now. All right. And legendary again, if you guys want to get in here. Oh yeah, Battlefield 4. I remember I had that on the the 360, and what was that map? Dawnbreaker. Every time on the Xbox 360, every single time that map loaded, it crashed the game. So, you know, it's not like Battlefield has ever not been incredibly buggy at launch. Battlefield 3 was too, but Battlefield 4 was really atrocious. Plus, to me, the biggest issue there with Battlefield 4 was that's when the map design really started to suck. Oh, what the sigma of I think the sigma of Stalingrad is 2.45, I think. I don't know if that's really the most accurate though, because you look at the Ubari, what is its accuracy then? Its sigma's got to be like 5 because the Ubari is hands down the most accurate in the game. Oh, once again, all battleships, no destroyer. Well, I might ride the lightning out on this side, as they say. Oh, look at that broadside. Oh my god, how did he not shoot at me? That is crazy. Oh my god, I've got AP. I'm loading AP for this Ochkov, but that Stalingrad can nuke the Ochkov too. Can all nuke it. I'm reloading to HE right now before you radar. All right, you're clear to radar if you want, Sensei, whenever you want. Move, yes, you are. Wow, he's still shooting, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Nicked him. Have over there. Yamato. Are you gonna sink this Yamato or not? There's a Shima there. Hmm. That at me? The gearing's still in, or Fletcher's still in their smoke. Cube could probably start capping. Ochkov's out of my range. Fletcher just left their smoke, I believe. Yeah, they should be dead. We should have them here. Just use this heal just to be healed so I can have my last one ready. Nice shot, Sensei. What do you know? Or destroyers. Just heading for the hills. I don't think. Are these widespread? No, these can't be widespreads. These are widespreads. Good lord. Hey, where's that person going? Yeah. Yeah, I'm heading over towards B because we don't care about these destroyers, or at least I don't. Man, the Talon is good. Maybe I should play that next. I played a few matches in ranked, but I just wasn't enjoying myself, so I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna. I mean, that probably means that they're gonna, you know, have a new steel ship that I really, really want, like the Petro, in the next patch. Speaking of next patch, isn't there's a patch? Is it next week? I don't know if you have any. I was gonna say you might have if you got radar left. Nice. Oh, come on, Fletcher. More thrilling legendary gameplay. Oh god. All right, so how long is this going to take? We've got all three caps getting about 120 points a minute. Guys, what's their health? Full health Bismarck, weak Georgia. That's probably a full health Massachusetts down there. So we've just got to wait 5 minutes here. I mean, on the plus side, at Fletcher will have torpedoes again at about what 3 minutes and 30 seconds or so. I'll just get out of here. I'm actually go down there and kill him. Kill that Massachusetts. I'll sit here. I'll go around this corner and wait for the Fletcher to be like, I'm gonna win the game by capping a base now. Yeah, but it's really, see, you're getting 500 steel, but really it's because you've got to do all 3 ranks, so you get 1500 steel. Woo. They're probably going to make the Bayard a steel ship since they know that I want it so bad. Oh, I didn't even notice that the audio of the game got out again, but trust me, there's nothing to hear because it's just boring. Oh no. Yes, I'm dead. And we're back. Good news, in about a minute and a half, they'll have torps again. Are they really getting in their smoke? Oh boy. Riveting. You know what? They might even get to post this scoreboard on Reddit and say, I tried my best, but my team was a bunch of potatoes. Why are you making this last longer, you? Yeah. Why would you make the game last longer? Oh. Oh, that made the game longer. Oh, they just realized. Good God. Thinking man's game. Oh boy. All right. You know what? Since the game audio has quit and I don't want to redo that and the gameplay has been so riveting, I think we should just roll credits. Oh, you want me to Yamato? All right, well, I'll do one more. Let me fix the audio real quick. Try. Oh, it is sweater weather here, too. We had a nice, like, 90-degree day last week, and now it's totally sweater weather. Oh, boy. I'm not even. We'll just keep this division going because this is probably the last game. I will say, one of the best looking camos in the game. Thing is hot. 69 and lower. Hey-oh. Boy, all destroyers. All right, so now you guys are gonna. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, now you guys are gonna force us into a 5 destroyer game. All right, this is gonna be the last one because legendary tier is just it's too much for my my delicate sensibilities to be able to handle much more. Well, Tom, that's because the Z35 is OP. Now, Stylo, when you say 30 degrees, do you mean Celsius as a civilized person, or do you mean Fahrenheit as as us stuck in the past? Oh boy, what do we got here? Hello, Mr. Waffle. You're tuning in just in time for the last riveting game of Legendary, which oh, they switched to an Alaska. If I had seen that, I would have put on my Brawl Motto build where it just turned this into a stealthy brawler. But my bad. Oh, freezing. Oh, it's alright, Tom. You're a ladies' man, a man's man, a man about town. Women want you, men want to be you. I understand. You've got people to do and things to see. Go. Where'd you go, governor? There you are. Ladder broadside, please. That rear turret off over there. And those shells were pretty tight until about 10 kilometers out. There's Udaloy. Alright, so Udaloy was with somebody, right? Oh, Fletcher, which is dead. Oh, it's a Friesland. Get in your smoke, Ayub. Or are you using a reload booster, Kagero? Must be. Got me on my snoot there. Oh, what do you know? Jean Bart's gonna turn into Bow Tank.
I need support.
我が軍が優勢になりました。
Affirmative.
Having a competition of making this exciting. I know Fusa's trying to make it exciting. Adding some thrilling gameplay to Legendary. Oh, here's a Brawl Motto. My regret is that I have but one life to live. The Jean Bart has but one gear, and it is reverse. Until the last 3 minutes of a game when it unlocks forward. Ema. Three on. Oh, it's dead. I was gonna say I am shocked that Alaska did not nail my broadside there, but they've got HE loaded. Interesting. We shoot here. That's George is dead. Thrilling. Oh, and the audio cut out. Perfect. Because even my laptop's like, this is too boring. Well, Joey survived. Honestly, you look at it like this isn't that bad as far as considering. I mean, everybody on the blue team actually did stuff according to the XP. Well, maybe not the gearing too much. They're going to lose some money. But anyway, yes. Thanks for the games. Thanks for everybody who played. I'm going to go ahead and roll credits and order some lunch. I'll be here while the credits roll. But if you take off before then, thanks everybody for stopping by. Service was easier than Lightning so far. Any tips on Lightning? Dude, Lightning is one of the best. I've got a couple Lightning videos, or at least one. Anyway, we'll try and do another stream soon. I know this one was almost a month between them, but there's only so much ships I can handle right now. But yeah, we'll roll credits and I'll hang out and chat for a few minutes.